Bob Hall with Hallsome Farm. Here today we're going to show you, this is an old aquaponics bed I had outside on a system I don't use anymore, and so we're going to convert it into a wicking bed, and I'll show you how to do that. First of all, we're going to set up a drain. It's because it was a aquaponic bed, it's already got a bulkhead in it. So if I can pull this out without getting too much rock in it. Here's the old standpipe. Uh-oh, the whole thing wants to... Well, the whole...
This wheel's turning, everything's turning?
Yeah, everything's turning.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, I wanted to get that out. Alright, so it's already got a coupler in there. So what I'm going to do is take this out. I'm going to have to knock this out. It's not glued, and put it in there. This is going to be, this piece is already in there, but this would get screwed down in there, and then this is a 3/4 inch pipe, and we're going to set it up so it's 4 inches high off the bottom of the bed. And then we're going to put this, we're going to drill holes in it, and we're going to put this across the top of the rock as the reservoir here in the wicking bed, so that if the bed gets too full of water, it'll overflow into here. And then we're going to put this on the bottom as a drain coming out the sides, so we can see when it starts to overflow and stop filling it with water. And the way this works is we're going to have a 4-inch reservoir of rock, and this is just the same rock I used in the aquaponics. Here's a 2-inch pipe, and we've dug a little trench out on that end. We'll drill holes in this also, and we're going to put this perforated piece of pipe down there and bury it, so that when we put in the water it'll permeate through all this rock, and then when it gets filled up to 4 inches, it'll start to overflow. We'll know to stop filling. And then we're going to put a weed barrier on top and our medium inside. And the whole reason for doing this is we really can't get spinach to be successful in an aquaponics system. And so on some of my videos, and I'll put a link up here, you saw where we planted spinach here, and these grow bags, and they're doing pretty well. But what we want to do now is see if we can grow spinach in a wicking bed environment. It's going to be easier to maintain and water if it'll do well in a wicking bed, and I think it will. So we'll work on this, and we'll bring you back and show you how we continue to build this. We got this coupler in, and it's set, and it's at 4 inches. So now we got to put our 2-inch pipe in, and I want to show you. It's just pretty simple. I've just got a 1/4 inch bit. Now if you had a drill press, obviously it'd be probably a little more accurate, but it's just to let the water permeate, so it's no big deal. So what I do is I drill through one side, drill through the other, and you know, maybe 6 inches apart is going to work fine. So you don't need to watch me do the rest of this, but that's all there is to it. It doesn't matter how neat, but now I've got holes on opposing sides so the water can just leak out. Here we go. Got this pipe, all the perforations in it, and it's just, you just press fit, because it doesn't matter if it leaks a little bit, because it's designed to leak. You don't put any holes in the standpipe here. That's where you're going to fill from. So you just lay this down in the corner, and now we just backfill it with the rock. And we'll try to level this off so that everything's at about 4 inches. And then we'll drill holes in this 3/4 inch pipe and stick it in there, and then we're ready for the perforation on top. So we'll show you that here in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and drill the holes in this pipe. Again, you won't need to see that. Okay, I've got the holes drilled in this one, and I didn't drill both directions on this. I just drilled straight across, and that way when I put it in, the bottom would be like a little channel for the water to go down. And so it's just a matter of sticking it in here. And making sure. Yep, right at 4 inches. So now we can level everything back up. That'll be our drain. All right, so now we're gonna have to we'll put the weed barrier down, and we'll fill her up with the compost and potting mix. Now that we've got the bed pretty well leveled out and the pipes in, now it's time to put the weed cloth in. And we have to do this so that go ahead and pull it a little bit longer. There you go. Okay, I need your knife. We have to do this because otherwise the plants and stuff, the roots, we don't want them growing down into the rock reservoir. We want to keep the roots out of it so that the reservoir just can maintain water. And the reason we put the rocks in is so you get capillary action, and you get wicking, and it'll wick up through this cloth and up into the soil. I always use a lid. I don't press it down hard because everything's just press fit in, but that keeps bugs and dirt and leaves and other things out of the hole. So what you do is you kind of come over here, and we're just going to make a slit so that this will fit over this pipe. Push it down in, and this is just big enough that we can put it up on the edge a little bit. Come over here. Probably ought to get scissors. Maybe this will. Can you come cut this other end? Careful of the white. There we go. Now we get a nice little lip all around, and then we're going to mix up some dirt, and you'll see when we put it in, we're going to put it around the edges first just to make sure it doesn't fall down and there's holes. We want to keep this up so that no roots have a good chance of getting down in there. So we'll mix up some dirt and show you that. So now we got our mix, and we're going to start, and you can see that the weed barrier cloth is up. And so before we just start dumping, we want to make sure we put this right along the edge so we can keep that from folding over on itself and opening gaps to the rock. So now we'll finish putting it around the edge. You give me another shovelful, put right here, and then you can do some by hand right around there.
Well, it won't get caught on the camera. Stay over here.
Just don't smile.
Pushing up fast.
Okay, so that's pretty good. Think we can lift this up?
Just what up?
This?
Oh yeah.
All right.
You want to leave
All
it
right.
on?
Yeah, now that we've got the edges, we're much better off. And so we can just hopefully come in here and dump it. There we go. Alright, so we'll keep filling this up, get it ready, and then we're going to plant some spinach. Well, there you go. We've got the bed made now. We got all the mixture in. Now, on a wicking bed, you don't want to use dirt. Man, these bugs are, we need a hard freeze. So this is a 50% potting mix, 50% compost mix. So the potting mix, so it can help retain and hold moisture, and then of course the compost to give the some fertility and for the plants. But you don't want to use dirt because it just turns to mud and it's heavy. So in a wicking bed, you want a lighter material. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. Now we got to plant the spinach. We're going to put up the hoops and then extend this screen on out. And I don't know if we'll get around to filming that or not. If this is it, anyway, if we might show that later. But if you like what we're doing here on the farm, we'd appreciate you hitting the like button for us and sharing us with your friends. And if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to our channel. We appreciate you watching.